So welcome. Today I'm going to take you through step by step on how to create authentication with Lovable and Supabase. So here we shall be able to create an account using Lovable as our front end, and then Supabase as the back end. So we shall be able to sign up able to create an account. Registration was successful, but then before logging in, we shall need to first verify our email. So this is what we are going to build. So don't worry about this. So after confirming our email, we can come back and log in. So there you go. This is our account, and this is the person who logged in. We are going to start with creating a Supabase account that is going to handle the back end and the database of this project. Remember, when someone signs up, the first name, the last name, things like that, they need to be stored somewhere. So we are going to use Supabase, which is integrated into Lovable for this. If you have already created an account, you can skip this section. If you haven't created one, I'm going to take you step by step on how to create one. So we're going to come to this button, or this one here, to start our project. Since we don't have an account, we are going to come here and click sign up. So we shall have to enter our details. Then we shall hit sign up. Then we shall have to confirm our email. I will go ahead and confirm my email. I'll come back and then refresh. Have to sign in. I have successfully logged in into my Supabase account dashboard. So we shall have to create an organization first. We begin by creating an organization. We can name it something. I can give it a source project. This one, you can choose any. Then I'll click create organization. After creating an organization, we have to now create a project. So let's enter a project name. Let me name it auth tutorial. Password for our database. Then we can click create a new project. So this is our dashboard for our auth tutorial project. So on this nav bar, we have the table editor, the database authentication, and other stuff. So when we are done with that, our second step is creating a Lovable account. We're going to create an account with Lovable. Shall create an account with an email. Go ahead and click sign up. Like with Supabase, we shall have to go ahead and confirm our email. Let me go ahead and confirm. So we shall be redirected to our Lovable dashboard. So let's go ahead and fill in this very quickly. So here is our Lovable dashboard. So we have finished the two steps, creating an account with Supabase and then creating an account with Lovable. So we are going to create our first prompt, which is design the UI of authentication with login and sign up. User shall need first name, last name, email, and password. Sign up. Then for testing purposes, we can say create a simple dashboard with user details. I think that will be enough. So that's our prompt. Then we shall press enter. Immediately, the AI is going to start creating the files and everything that is required to run. So I will skip this and then we see the final UI for the sake of saving time. So this is my authentication page. We have the sign up form, sorry, the login form, and then the sign up form. Now, before anything else, there's one thing, there are other like 2 or 3 steps remaining. The first one we have to connect our project to the Supabase account we created. So we shall come here on the right top corner and then click on Supabase. Then click on Connect Supabase. Then come and click here, Connect. And then we shall have this prompt. So we are being asked to authorize API access. We shall go ahead and accept. Then we select the project, but we only have one project, so we shall go ahead and authorize. The auth project we created. So after authorizing Supabase, we shall have to come back here and then we connect our project to one of the projects we created in Supabase. So we shall come here and click connect. Connect again. Then when you come here, you'll see that a Lovable, when we click connect, Lovable comes and connects to our Supabase project automatically. The connection is automatic so long as you do the step that we did. Now after that, there is one prompt we need to write, because now that we have connected Supabase, we need to create tables and what we call the row level securities, which are the rules that have to be applied on the tables we are going to create. What are the tables? The tables is just where we are going to save our details. For example, when you come back here to Supabase, we find our tables on this icon. If you click this icon, the table editor icon, if you click on it, you'll see that we don't have any table. Now we can create this table manually by, for example, typing in the values that we are going to save. So in this case, we are going to save first name. We can write it here and everything, but that is a lot of work. So what we can do is writing what we call the SQL queries. But Supabase is going to help us to handle all the hassle with just prompting. Then, so we shall come here and we shall write a prompt. We shall say set up the necessary database tables and percent authentication infrastructure. set up the necessary database tables and authentication infrastructure. That's all you need. Then after that, you press enter. So Supabase is going to run and do all that for us. But that happens only if you've connected the project, which we've done earlier. If you haven't connected the project, then Supabase cannot run all this automatically. So connecting a project is very important. So we are seeing here that Supabase has created a table called profiles, and then it will have the first name, last name, email. But remember, it has added avatar URL, but we don't need that. So these are the queries to help us create the tables and everything. So when you're done, you come here and click apply changes, so that those changes can be applied. Once again, Supabase is going to run and help us integrate all those changes in our Supabase project. So Supabase has successfully executed the migrations. So when you see here, they are saying the score migration has been successfully executed. It means all these rules, so it means this table has been created. Users can only view their own profile. Users can update their own profile, because you don't want someone who doesn't own an account to be able to update the details of the user. You want a user who owns the account to be able to do that. So that's what this does. And then this function helps us to add these details, the last name, first name, email, whenever user signs up. Whenever user signs up, the last name, their first name, and their email with their ID, all of them are added to the profiles table. Now, how do you confirm that all this has worked? How do you confirm that this SQL migration was executed successfully? What you do, you go to Supabase, then we go to SQL, table editor, you click on it, then you shall see that here we are seeing the profiles table. If you're not seeing it, you can also first try and refresh. If you're not seeing the profiles table, you can first refresh. If you don't see it after refreshing, it means an issue occurred and the queries were not executed successfully. So when we click on the profiles table, you're seeing that the table has been added with ID, first name, last name, email, avatar URL. Now this one was not required, but you don't have to worry about it. So you're seeing a table has been created with the columns of first name, where we are going to save the first name of the user who signs up, the last name, and the email of the users who are going to be signing up. So this one shows our query was executed successfully. So when we clicked run the query, also Supabase, this is very awesome, went ahead and created authentication for our project. The authentication infrastructure has been set up successfully, meaning a user can log in and sign up successfully. Now let's try that out. So I shall come here and I'll enter John Doe, then I'll enter my email, then I'll enter a password. I'll say sman44 @ then I'll confirm the password sman44 Then I'll go ahead and create an account. Password must contain at least one uppercase. And then you change that. So registration, your account has been created. Registration is successful. So now when we go back, we also have to confirm in our profiles table. Remember, like we said, when a user signs up, this function runs and then adds these user details, the last name, first name, and email to the profiles table. Here is the profiles table. Now we can see that first name John has been added, last name Doe, and their email. Now this one is a default avatar URL because we didn't select that, but that's okay. So here you can see an ID has been created, John Doe, and then the email. So it means our project has been created successfully and the user can successfully create an account. If these details are not in the table, it means something occurred. Now sometimes you might try this and you get an error. Sometimes you can do exactly all this and you get an error. Now how do you fix that? For us, we haven't got this error, but you might get one. So what you do, you right click and then go and then click inspect down here. You right click on this white space, then you click inspect. When you click inspect, you come to this section here called console to see anything that has happened. Now some of the errors, for example, the error that you might have seen here will also be reflected here. So you can copy it and then paste here. If you see an error, you right click, you select inspect, you come to console.log, and then you copy the error which is displayed. Now these are also errors, but these are not preventing our application from running, so we don't focus on them. These are also errors, but they are not preventing our application from running, so you can ignore them. But if you have an error, you can come here and copy it, then paste it so that the Lovable can fix it for you. So let's try to log in with our details. So Asman88, it was Asman44 at email not confirmed. So I've got an error. Our email has not been confirmed. So what we need to do, we need to confirm our email. So we just have to go to our Gmail inbox. And then so this is the Gmail, the email where the authentication was, the verification link was sent. So I will click here where you will see Supabase auth. That's the email that will be connected to that. Then you just click on it, and then this one is the recent one, and then we shall have to confirm. Now don't worry, here we are just testing. Now this page is not available. However, when you're running in production, you can replace this with another link. So after confirming, we can come back and then try to log in again and see. I'll say Asman 44. So we log in. Yeah, so everything is working. You can see the full name, John Doe, Asman Sendegea, the email, and these are just for testing. But what we are interested in is this. So even when we refresh, so let's log in again. So we are seeing that all the details are here. Then so we can go around and try to test the several use cases. For example, what if we try to sign up with the same email? What will happen? Because remember, in reality, when you sign up, you're not supposed to to create another account with the same email. In practice, you're not supposed to create another account with the same email. So you have to test like all those scenarios to make sure that everything works. You have to make sure. So they are saying registration successful, your account has been created, but in reality, that is a bug. It's not supposed to happen. However, even when we go to Supabase, you see that there is only one user that was added. So it means the second account we created did not go through successfully, even though Lovable told us that it was successful. Even though we told that the account creation was successful, it wasn't created because automatically Supabase does not allow creating a second account with the same email address. So you have to so you have to fix that. We can say fix the issue. Okay, we can say what can we say? Fix the code where a user cannot create a second account with the same email address. So the email address is meant to be unique. So when you run, so here we are being told that our issue has been fixed. Now we can come back and test it again to see if it was actually fixed. So I'll just use the same email address. Then yeah, so here we are saying registration failed. User is already registered. This email is already registered, please use a different email or try logging in. So that one has been fixed. And then let's try to also try to sign in with a wrong password. For example, invalid login credentials. Let's correct it. Let's also sign in with the wrong email. Also invalid login credentials. So let's sign up with another account to fully test this. See, I will say password. Let's create an account. Account registration successful. When you come back to our database, yeah, so here we can see that our new details have been added. Sendegaya Asman s883@gmail.com. Like previously, we have to confirm our email address after creating one. Like I said, you see this word Supabase auth. You click on it, confirm. So you come here, password, go. So everything is working well. So that's how we create authentication with Supabase and Lovable. If you've liked this video, don't forget to give me a like, and also you can subscribe because I always share tips like this.